All right, guys, welcome to the show. My name is Mithun Kadaval. I am the Vice President for GAMA for this year. And today we are having this session called Colors with Veena. Veena is a good friend of mine, and she's based out of San Jose. And she works as a product designer at a company called Ironclad. So I'm not going to waste any more time. We are all here to listen to Veena. Veena, here you go.
Okay, so hi everyone. Like Mithun said, hi, my name is Veena. Mithun and I know each other from since childhood. We actually grew up in Abu Dhabi in the UAE together. So one thing, he's an amazing singer. I think most of you probably know. So that's how we've always bonded before. So I'm really grateful to him for having invited me for this, and very nice to meet all of you. So I work as let me just share my screen. Okay, you all able to see this?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, awesome. So I work as a product designer. So I basically design websites, or a website for my company. It is a tool that is used by other companies for certain things that they do at their companies. So I design that website, and I've been in the US for about 10 years now. So it's been a pretty interesting journey. In terms of what I'm going to teach you about colors, I am learning a lot myself. I am still learning things, new things every day. So I'll help spread some of the things I've learned, and hopefully you'll all learn something new about colors. And feel free to stop me if you have any questions. Okay, if you feel like you don't understand something or you want to know more about something, if I know the answer, I'll definitely answer those, and then we can take it from there. Okay, so let me ask you, maybe a couple of you. Ankita, what's your favorite color?
Either violet or purple, some sort of purple.
Is there a reason you like that color?
I mean, it's like nice and cool and calm, and I really like it.
Yeah, nice. So you feel like there is a way that the color makes you feel, right? Like that's why you like that color. Cool. Jenica, do you have a favorite color?
Probably blue.
Blue. Why is that?
I don't know. It's a very calming color, like the ocean.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. And Mithun, what's your little one's name?
Her name is Zara. We call her Charu. So
okay, Charu. Do you have a favorite color? Which one?
Favorite color.
Which one?
I have orange, yellow, and blue.
Okay, that's nice. Why do you like orange color? Okay. All right. Anirudh or Advait, do you have any favorite colors?
Yes.
What is it?
Red.
Red? Why do you like red?
Because radioactive spiders are red.
Radioactive spiders. I like that. And Advait, what's your, who is Advait, who's Anirudh?
He's Advait.
Advait, okay, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. I like it because blue is the color of the sky.
Yeah, nice. Okay, that's nice to know. So I'm going to try and explain what color is, or what color does to the human mind, and how it makes, what it does to us, what it makes us feel, right? One thing is, colors help build memory, right? So if I tell you the word apple, what's the first thing, or what's the color that comes to your mind? Anyone can
Red.
Red.
Yeah, that's right. So that's a color that you associate with that fruit, right? So every time you think of an apple, the first thing that comes to your mind is red. So it's helping you build memories, helping you remember something. Okay, so now a lot of you said you like blue or purple or orange because it makes you feel something. It makes you feel calm, or it makes you feel excited, or it makes you feel at peace, right? So colors always have some emotions or feelings associated with it.
Orange.
Sorry? Okay.
I was asking here. Sorry.
Okay, so when you look at this, what is this? What do you think this is?
Flower.
Flower. It's a sunflower. So when you look at a sunflower, does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel like brightened up? Do you get that sensation when you see a sunflower?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes you feel something, right? The brightness of that color makes you feel something. Another thing, colors make things unique or different. It makes you identify different things. So let me give you a quick example. What do you think this is?
A Google sign.
Right. Okay. So you identified it because you know that these are the colors associated with the Google logo. Okay. What is this?
Basketball.
Yeah. The NBA logo, right? This is the National Basketball Association in the USA and Canada, I think. And so these colors, the blue and red and white, you identified the logo because of the colors. What is this one?
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yes. Who doesn't know Starbucks, right? It's around every corner, but even without the name, even without the name, you looked at it and you could recognize what it is. Obviously, there are patterns too, but there is a significant color that is associated with that logo. How about this one?
NASA.
Yeah. Obviously, there are words here. The name is there in the logo. Even so, even if you saw this without the words, I bet you would be able to identify which logo this is. So you can see that all of these 4 different things look so different, but you're able to identify them as, okay, this is so and so, or this is so and so company, or this, you identified it as this particular brand, right? So it makes things different or unique from each other. Now, how do you see color? Do any of you have any idea about this? What do you think? How do you feel? How do you think you are able to see different colors? Okay, I'll explain to you in whatever way I know. Feel free to stop me and ask questions, okay? So to see color, you need 3 things, okay? The first that you need is a source of light. Now, the source of light can be anything. It can be the sun, which is everywhere during the daytime, right? Or you can have a light bulb or a tube light source inside a room. Obviously, you've noticed that if it's dark outside or if it's dark in a room, you can't see anything, right? Like you won't be able to see anything, the table or the bed, unless and until you turn on the light. Everything appears dark. So one thing you definitely need to be able to see color is light. So I'm going to try and quickly explain what light looks like. So light is made up of waves. Just think they're waves, and there are different types of waves. Okay, so I'm going to go from left to right. These are called radio waves, and this is how you listen to radio. You know, when you go in the car and your parents, one of them turns on the radio and hear music, that's how you're able to listen to music. The next one is microwaves. You all obviously have microwave ovens in your homes. So these waves help with heating up food in the microwave oven. The next one is infrared. This is something that you cannot really see. In none of these waves you can see. Infrared is specifically related to heat. But the most important one is this visible light. So this is the colors of the rainbow that you can actually see, on a day when there's been rain, and then you see a rainbow, right? So these are the colors that are part of the visible light. Okay, so this is what's the most important to us. After this comes X-rays. That's how you're able to see the bones in the human body or any living animal. And then the last one, this is the most exciting. I'm sure all of you know Incredible Hulk, right? So that's how Incredible Hulk was formed, because of gamma rays. So this is what light is comprised of. But what we're going to focus is on the visible light. Okay? So the next thing that you need for to be able to see color is an object. So what is this?
Banana.
Banana. Yes. Yeah. So similarly, you can have anything like maybe, this bottle here, or, the color pencils that you're holding. So you think of an object that you need to be able to see color. And the last, obviously, your eyes. or the eyes of any living being that, for them to be able to see colors and identify different things. Okay, so how you're able to see light, color is the light, remember I mentioned the visible light, so the rainbow colors. So light always consists of those all 7 rainbow colors, or that spectrum, that range of colors. Now the light from the light source, whether it's a sun or a bulb, falls on the object, and the object actually absorbs all of the other colors except for the one that is its own color. So it actually reflects the light back to your eyes. And that's how you're able to perceive the color of a particular object. So similarly on this thing, right? If it reflects, if the light falls on this, it's actually reflecting back only the green color, which is why you're able to see this as green. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Similarly here, like if you look at an apple, right? The earlier apple that I showed you, it actually absorbs all the colors and it's only reflecting the red back to your eyes. And your eye is a magical creation. It's actually able to process that red light when the light falls on your eyes, and that's how you're able to perceive the color of the apple is red. Okay. Now let's have a little fun. If all of you have a sheet of paper next to you and maybe something to draw a circle and 3 color pencils, red, yellow, and blue? Okay, cool. So can you draw a circle for me like this? Is it already ready? If it's ready, then we can go ahead and start with the activity. Otherwise, we can quickly draw it. Do you all have it ready? Okay, awesome. So pick up your red color pencil, and can you color the numbers, the sections 1, 6, and 2 for me in red? Or you can, if you don't have, if you have to share or something, one of you can do red, one of you can do yellow, and the other one can do blue. Some of you may have done this at school, but I thought it'll be fun for all of us to do it together too. Are you having fun, Charu? Give me a thumbs up whenever all of you are done, okay? Okay. Alex and Ananya are done. Ankita is done. Advait and Anirudh are done. Pragati is done. Okay, cool, awesome. Now, can you pick up your blue color pencil and color 3 and 4 for me? Awesome, Ankita. Awesome, Advait. Thank you, Pragati. All of you done? Okay, awesome. Now, with the same blue, can you go over the number 2 section? So I know there's already red on there, but can you go over with the blue on top of that red color? And let's see what happens. Do you see that it's slowly changing to something of this color, like a pink or a purplish color? It's awesome, right? It's the red and the blue mixing to form a pinkish magenta or purplish color. It's cool. Awesome. You liking what you see? Okay. Now, can you pick up your yellow color and color the number 5 section? Janika, is that your doggy?
Yeah.
What's the name of your doggy?
His name is Snowy.
No, he's so cute. Have you read the Tintin comics?
Yeah, that's kind of where we got the name from.
Okay, yeah, I figured. If you're done with that, now with the same yellow pencil, can you go over the section 4? So where there is the blue color, can you go over that with the yellow? So the yellow is now mixing with the blue, and then you can see that it's actually changing to a green color, right? Yeah. So that's yellow and blue mixing. Awesome. Cool. Now, as the last step, what we're going to do is use the same yellow color pencil and go over the section 6. So you're going to be, it's red in color, the section 6, So you have to color on top of that with the yellow. So then let's see what happens. Do you see that it's slowly changing to something like an orange color? Awesome. So that's the yellow and red colors mixing together, and that's how you get orange. I like how all of you are really into it and coloring. I hope you're having fun. Thank you. Okay. Is everyone good to go? Okay, awesome. So just going back to that visible light part that I spoke about earlier. So that's the part of the light or sunlight or or the light from a bulb that we care about. Now, so if you think about that range of colors, starting from violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, what Isaac Newton, I don't know if you've heard of Isaac Newton, he is many years ago, a scientist. He actually took those colors that, the 7 colors that we know of, and bent it to form a color wheel. So this is the activity we actually did right now, where we mixed some primary colors with each other to form some other colors, right? So let's see what that's all about. So primary colors are mainly the ones that we first started coloring with. So that's red, yellow, and blue. The thing about primary colors is you cannot actually create these colors by mixing any other colors. You have to use them as they are. And if you're wondering how these colors occur in the nature to begin with, it's usually from rocks or minerals or things that are found in the nature. Did you actually know that we can use the pigment or the colors from beetroot to make red paint? It's actually possible to do that. You can actually use the pigments from carrots to create orange color. So it's actually possible to use things that occur in the nature to create color. But so red, blue, and yellow have to be used as they are so that you can create more colors. So that's what primary colors are. Now, what's next is secondary colors. So these are the colors that we created by mixing the 2 colors. So remember how we mixed red and blue and we got like a purple, pinkish color. And then we mixed yellow and blue and we got green. And we mixed yellow and red and we got orange. Pretty cool, right? So that's how we get secondary colors, by mixing 2 primary colors. The last one is called tertiary colors, where you actually mix the secondary colors and 1 primary color, and that's how you get a new color. So you can imagine how many possibilities there are when you start mixing colors, right? So in this case, there are 6 tertiary colors that you can see because we mixed 1 primary color with a secondary color and you got a new color. So that's pretty fascinating, right? Now, do you have any questions about that? Are you following me? Feel free to stop me, okay? If you have anything that you want to know or get cleared. All right, okay. Now, next thing that I want to talk about is what colors mean. So I remember some of you mentioned that blue is you find calming because it has that calming effect on you when you look at the sky or when you look at the ocean, or purple you find very calming. So what kind of meanings do colors have? I'm not going to touch on the meanings of every color, but we'll go through some of them, okay? So first thing that we want to talk about is there are 3 main types of sets of colors: warm colors, cool colors, and neutral colors. So when you think about warm colors, these are colors that may actually make you make your insides feel warm. So when you look at red or yellow, you either feel really happy, or maybe you get excited, or you feel a lot of energy, right? So some of the things that warm colors signify, or like that they identify with, are feelings of love or happiness, alertness. When you see red, you feel alert, or energy. So let me go a little bit into how you feel some of these emotions when you look at these colors. So let's take red, for instance, and love. When you think about love, what's one thing that comes to your mind?
A heart.
Yeah, that's right. So a heart, right? So that's red in color, and that's something that makes you feel connected to someone. When you say when you say you love your mom, or you love your dad, or you love your brother or sister, or Snowy, for instance, that's something you identify with. Okay, the color of love is red, right? Now, alertness. Obviously, all of you have seen stop signs, but it is red in color because when you're driving or when you're walking, if you say this, you know that obviously it says stop, but it obviously helps, right? That it's red in color because you notice it, and it makes you feel alert. It makes you feel more cautious. You're looking everywhere. Are there cars coming, or is there a bicyclist coming, or is there a motorbike, on its way? So you're always alert when you see this color. How about a fire truck? What do you feel when you see a fire truck?
Fire.
Yeah, fire. So it's danger, right? So you feel more, oh no, where's the fire? You want to be sure you're safe. Yeah, exactly. You feel scared, or you feel kind of unsettled, right? So you want to run away from where the fire is, or you want to make sure you make way for the fire truck to get to where the fire is, right? What about like this traffic light? When it's red, what do you do?
Stop.
Exactly. So why do you stop? Because it's your turn to stop, and you have to let the other cars pass, right? So that's the color that signifies that you have to stop, or you have to like give way to another person. So that's what the color red here in this case makes you feel alert. Okay, I just said cool. So we've come to cool colors. Now, obviously, some of you mentioned blues or purples and violets make you feel calm. And that's exactly what actually a lot of cool colors make you feel, right? So it makes you feel calm. It makes you feel like you're in balance, like, yeah, it makes you feel like you're growing, and also the feeling of wealth, that you're successful, or you're like you have enough money, right? So if you think about calm, what's blue and green and that makes you feel calm?
They're like light.
Like when you say light, out in the ocean.
Like the ocean's like quiet and calm.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe
So
like nature.
yeah, exactly. Yes, precisely. So when you look at nature, right, you feel like you're at peace, and then that all your worries are gone. That's why health experts and everyone recommends you to go out for a walk, so that you see more nature, you see more sky, you see more of water, and then you go for hikes so that you can see mountains, right? These are things that make you feel really, really calm and really, really good. So I definitely recommend going on hikes and things like that. Obviously, you have to be safe considering everything that's going on right now, but just go out into the nature and see things. It's really nice. Okay, and another thing that cool colors make up are made up by our wealth. So when you think about wealth, what comes to your mind?
Money.
Money, that's right. Yeah. So what money is green in color, right? So it's you identify, that money is green in color, typically, maybe not exactly green, but shades of green, right? So that's something that green signifies. You're wealthy, you're prosperous, you are doing well in life, and you can take care of yourself and your family, right? So that's what the green color signifies. Now, the third set of colors they're more neutral colors. So there's black and browns, grays and whites. So when you think about white, what's something that you feel?
Peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right, peace. So do any of you know what the symbol of peace is?
A dove.
Yeah, that's right. So it's white in color, right? So anytime you see a dove, whether it's on a website or whether it's on a sheet of paper or even when you in movies you've seen like doves being released, right? So these are all because dove is supposed to be the symbol of peace, and it's white in color. So that's how you identify that color with that image. Similarly, a doctor, right? If when you see a doctor wearing a white coat, you feel like, oh, this person is going to take care of me. I don't have to worry about anything. I know I'm feeling sick, but once you see a doctor, you feel like, okay, I'll be fine. I'm in safe hands. I'm in good hands, right? So that's kind of the significance of white color. So those, I know that's a lot, and we're talking about lots of colors. So why do so many colors exist? Because there's red and blue and orange and green. Why? And we've talked about primary colors and secondary colors and tertiary colors, about how colors get mixed and create new colors. Another thing that happens is have you heard of the words shade? When you say a shade of blue or a shade of green, have you heard of that word?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you heard of the word tint? When you say something is tinted, have you ever heard of that word?
Yes.
Okay, so some of you have, some of you haven't. Okay, so let me explain a little bit of that. It's something that's interesting. So a tint is something that you get when you add white to an existing color. So remember the primary color blue. So we actually take the primary color and keep adding a little bit of white to it, one after the other. You can actually see the color changing over time. So that's blue. You add a little bit of white, you get this blue, and then you add a little bit of white, you get this blue, a little more white, and then that's what tint is. Now a shade is what you get when you add more black. So a tint is when you add more white, but a shade is what you get when you add more black. So I'm taking the same blue, the same old primary blue, add a little more black, you get this blue, a little more black, this, and this, and this. So you see how the colors are changing? So that's what shade and tint are. That's why when people say, oh, that's a nice shade of green, or that's a nice shade of purple. Like for instance, lavender, right? Like the color lavender is actually a shade of purple because you add a little more white to purple, and that's how you get lavender, right? Similarly, pink. Pink is actually a shade of red. So fun fact, pink is known to be the most calming color. So, like a baby's room, if you paint it pink, it's very calming. It's very, like obviously the babies are still learning, but it generally has a calming effect. So pink is actually a shade of red because you're adding more white to it. It's a tint of red actually, but people use the word shade and tint it kind of interchangeably. So now, how many of you like to sketch and draw, and you come up with different ideas and then you try to put it on paper? Okay, that's nice. So how do you choose your colors? Awesome. How do you choose your colors? So how do you decide which colors you want to choose?
No, you only get one paper.
How do you choose it?
It's over here.
Whatever like goes with the theme or something.
Yeah, that's one way, definitely. That's a good answer. Any other ways that any of you choose colors or decide which color pencils you want to pick out?
If you were drawing something like specific, like in the actual world, you would put that color.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So you can actually make your art pieces as colorful as you want, or as kind of neutral or simple as you want. So this one, for instance, if you see this is something where when you look at this, what do you see?
Fruits.
Fruits. What else do you see?
Color. The letter J.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the letter J. So the idea was that this is J for jam or jelly that we have with peanut butter and bread, or butter and bread, toast and jelly. So you have different types of jams, right? So you have like a raspberry jelly, or maybe a grape jelly, or a marmalade, for instance, or a strawberry jam. So the idea was to put all of these colors together and then make something really bright and colorful, because the idea that was represented is that it's J for jam. So all the things that you can think about, all the different types of jam that you can think about: apricot jam, fig jam, pineapple jam, right? So that's how you choose your colors depending on what you're trying to draw, all the ideas that you're trying to bring together. So your artwork can be as colorful as you'd like, or this is actually a greeting card for Christmas, right? So these are just representations of Christmas trees. But you can see that this is such a contrast, or this is so different from what was shown earlier. This is just a simple gold color. It has a very neutral effect. It's not really bright. It's not in your eyes, kind of a thing. So it can be as neutral as this, or as colorful as the other one. So that's how you kind of pick out how you want to do your art, based on what the theme is, like somebody said, or based on what you want to create, what the idea that you want to express, right? So yeah, that's all. This was really nice. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope that was fun. Did you all have fun? Awesome.
That's good to know. Thank you, Veena. Actually, this is mostly for us, when, to tell a story, right? There are different things that you can apply there. If you're painting or if you're doing any kind of work, it's very interesting to see that what each of the color means in that context, right? So that's what this session was all about, because most of you do a lot of colors or coloring, painting, so for you to be able to give a different dimension or a different context using the colors, how you can mix them and how you can make your work beautiful. And that's what we wanted to achieve out of this session. And great thanks to Veena. And I hope everyone has enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. All right. So definitely, so we will have this recording session available in our YouTube website, which probably by tonight or tomorrow you should be able to access those. We will be sending you as an email with the link to YouTube in case you wanted to reference it later and watch it later and get an idea. Okay. And thank you everyone for attending the session. And I hope again you all have enjoyed it. And thanks once again, Veena, for helping out. It's kind of hard for us to make sure that all these kiddos are focused, sitting in a place for more than 30 minutes. I think you did that magic, because I feel like maybe 10 minutes ago my little one was there on the screen.
That's awesome. I hope you all had fun. If you have any questions, tell Mithun, and just let me know. I'll send answers to those. Or if you want to do more colored activities, let me know. I can send out ideas too. Okay. Thank you so much for sitting so patiently and listening. It's not easy to sit and listen to someone talk. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good Saturday.
I want to do more coloring activities.
Okay, sure. I'll send out some ideas. Okay, I'll send to Mithun and then he'll forward it to you.
All right.